and I got my video started. So we're going to be laying on the ground, and you're going to be laying face down. And so if you want to watch me first before you go down there, you can. And so your legs are just going to be straight back behind you. Your legs are flat on the ground. And also, as you're doing this, your head can rest on the ground. I'm going to be talking to you, though, so I might not be demonstrating that perfectly, but your head can rest on the ground. And we're going to start with both our palms are going to face up, and they're going to be up over our head. And then you're just going to swoop them around and bring them up over your low back. And so your arms, hopefully you have enough room where nothing is in your way, that you can just swoop your arms all the way up overhead, palms up, and then all the way back down. And your palms should be up at the top and up at the bottom, but they kind of rotate down as you swoop. Yep. Yeah, so your palms will start facing up over your head, and as you rotate through the movement, they'll turn downwards, but then they're going to face, and then they're going to face up again. This is just like the jumping jacks from last week. It takes some getting used to, but then you'll... Yep. Also, another piece of news, I'm going to be moving, and so when I'm in my new space, it's going to be so much easier to demonstrate workouts and do workouts. Oh my gosh, I'm wearing two beanies right now. There was a beanie on my head and a beanie in my hood. And so yeah, we're just going to do a few of these arm swoops. Both arms are moving at the same time. And then we're going to mix it up a little bit. As soon as you get the hang of it, we're going to change it up on you. So we're going to have one hand up, one hand down, and then we'll switch. And so now maybe it kind of looks like you're swimming. And again, hopefully you have a good space around you. You're not bumping into stuff. Yep, and the movement is the same though. So your palm starts facing up. Oh my gosh, you're in the way. Yes, your hands do the same thing. We're just going one arm at a time now. Yep, yeah, you can go. And we'll just try to do like 10-ish. Can you go to your bed? Nice job. Yes, this is opening up your shoulder. So you're kind of moving it all around in your shoulder. So you're really opening up all these different corners of that whole big joint. And once you've done like 10 of those, you can go ahead and bring your hands to the ground next to your chest. And we're just going to go ahead and push your chest up. And so then you'll be sitting up where your chest is up and your legs are down on the ground. And then we're going to really slowly bring your chest back down as slowly as you can. Yes, very nice. And then we're going to push back up again. And so as you're pushing up, try to keep your neck long. So your chin is up, your shoulder blades are down and back. And then same thing, we're going to lower back down again. Think elbows back. Your neck stays long as you lower yourself back down to the ground. And we're going to do like 5 more of those nice and slow. So like pushing up, kind of resting here at the top, like making sure your neck is nice and long, and then elbows back, nice and slow. Sorry, can you say again? Yeah, as high as you can. So yes, your back will be rounded, yeah. And your chest is up, your neck is long, and then just nice and slow back down. So you might feel a little stretch in your back. And also, again, just trying to activate our shoulders, pushing up. Yeah, nice. Very good. And nice and slow and steady. Really good. As slow as you can on the way down. We'll do 2 more. All right, and then we're gonna, you can, when your arms are straight and your chest is up, you can stop in this position and then pull your hips up to match. So you're gonna be on your hands and knees. And then from here, we're gonna do some rounds of cat-cow. So you're gonna arch your back, tuck your chin, try to get really small. Pulling your pelvis towards your shoulders. And then we'll go into cow, sticking your tailbone up, chin, arching your back the other way, chin up. Yeah, really nice. And so you're really trying to like stick your tail up as high as you can, chin up. I don't know why this is called cow. And then you tuck your pelvis back through again. This one's the cat, and it's kind of like Halloween cat spine. Really arching your back, pushing the ground away. Yes, get really small. Nice job. Okay, and then we'll just come back to a nice neutral flat back. And we're going to take your right arm and reach forward. And then your left leg is going to reach back. Good. So you really have to work to squeeze the ground with the other arm and leg that are down still. And then we'll plant back. So you're back down, arms all four on the ground. You can put your hand back down now and your leg. And then we'll switch to the other side. And give a nice squeeze at the top. Hold for like a second or two. And then again, planting all four back down on the ground and reaching the other side. And so again, right arm with the left leg. Nice reach. Planting it back. Left arm with the right leg. Planting it back. And we'll just do like 4 more of those on your own. Nice and easy pace. Holding at the top. Placing it back down. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, and then once you done that 4th one, you can bring it back to 4 on the floor. And then we'll put your butt back down onto your heels. And so you're kind of in this crouched position with your hands on the ground and your butt back onto your heels. And let's take your right hand and we're going to reach all the way up to the ceiling. So you're kind of twisting your chest, opening your chest up to the ceiling. Really good. Okay, and now we're going to take this right hand and we're going to thread it through this tiny little hole here under your left armpit. Very good. Nice little stretch here. Kind of pull the floor. And then we'll go back up to the sky. And yeah, nice and slow. Just really opening up our shoulders here. Opening up our chest. So like a few of your ribs and your shoulder blade is all actually just kind of floating. They're not connected to the rest of your skeleton. And so that's why it's cool to do these movements where we're twisting around a little bit, making sure everything's connecting together the way they should be. And so we'll switch arms. So you can put your right arm on the ground now and our left arm is going to go up to the sky. And then we're going to twist in through this little hole over here. And then back up. Really nice. And we'll do about the same amount on this side. I think I did 6 on that side, so I'm going to do 6 on this side. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to make myself do the stretching also. People, I think, because I'm like training other people and telling everyone to stretch all the time, they're like, oh, you probably stretch all the time, or like you roll out when you're supposed to. It's like, no, I need to have other people keeping me accountable to it also. Okay, so hopefully now our shoulders are kind of nice and loose and a little bit warm. And so we're gonna use, sorry, I meant to warn you, but I forgot. We're gonna use like a chair or something today. It doesn't have to be as low as a chair. It can be like high. You can even use like the high part of the chair. Again, sorry I didn't give you the warning. I meant to say it earlier. Sorry, did you say, I mentioned we need a chair. Do you have a chair? Oh, okay, good. Okay, that's all we're going to use today. And so, what we're going to do is you're going to have your hands on the chair, and I think we've done these before, and you're just going to really slowly lower yourself down so that your chest touches the chair. And if you can't push up from there, that's totally fine. It's not a part of the movement for today. We're just going to focus on lowering down. So if you're lowering so far down that you can't push up, it's okay. You can like step back forward and then stand yourself up and reset. So even if you want to use something, so even if you're using something a little bit lower, you can lower yourself all the way down, and then you can just kind of step up and stand back up. Because you don't need to be able to push yourself back up. Also, if the chair is kind of in the way of your head, you could turn it sideways, and that can kind of work the same way. So now this isn't in the way of my head, but I can get a nice firm spot on the chair and just lower myself all the way down and then get up. And so, I was going to say the goal here is for your arms, your hands to be kind of under where your shoulders are. So hopefully you have room to do that on your chair. And then as you're coming down, try to let your elbows can come out a little bit, but try to send them also back. So even if they're coming out, they're also going back. And what that's going to do is that's going to highlight a lot of the bigger muscle groups in your body, your lats, your chest. When your arms come out to the side, you're using a lot of your deltoids on your shoulders, which is a smaller muscle group. So hopefully by incorporating those bigger muscles, we'll get more activation. And so we're just going to really slowly all the way down. Okay. Yeah, you need a good spot for your hands. And we're just going to try to do like 6 of these. So if you've already done 6, then you can rest. And then one last thing to keep in mind as we're doing these is keep your hips and your shoulders in the same plane. You want to lower them at the same rate. So rather than trying to let your hips sink down or just let your chest sink down, right? We want to try to let your hips and your shoulders lower at the same rate. And so again, if you've done 6, that's enough for now. You can rest. And we'll move into the other movement that we're going to combine with these. And it's going to be on the ground, of course, because I'm always making you get up and get back on the floor. And so we'll be you'll have your left arm on the ground, and your left knee is going to be on the ground too. And your right foot is also on the ground. And so from here, you're going to just pop your hips up in the air. And so you got your foot and your knee supporting you and your left elbow. And then we're going to find this little hole here, twist, and then open up to the ceiling. Yeah, great. And we'll do 6 of these. Yep. And then once you've done 6, you're going to leave your hand up, and we're going to do 6 raises with this leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. And then rest a little bit, and we'll switch sides. And so again, your right elbow's on the ground, right knee's on the ground, and left foot is on the ground. And then pop those hips up, twist into this little hole, and then up to the sky 6 times. And then leaving that hand up after 6, and 6 little taps with that opposite leg. Mom, you're kicking us. All right, and then shake it out a little bit, especially your shoulders, and we'll come back to the push-ups. Oh yes, the chair push-ups. The push-ups on the chair. And again, any kind of variation that makes the most sense to you on the depth of the chair. And trying to focus on keeping those hips and shoulders moving together. Nice and slow to the chair. And then if you can't push yourself up, you just stand back up. And again, 6 of these. Very nice. Yes, nice job. That was great. Nice steady lower downs, not having to push up. That's awesome. And we'll go back to our side planks. I'll start on the left side again since that's where I started last time. And so again, we're going to use that leg to prop yourself up, or your knee, I'm sorry, your left knee and your right foot. And then a little twist. 6 times. And then leaving that arm up for 6 leg lifts, just little taps. Very nice. And then we'll nice and easy switch around to the other side. And we'll do the same thing. So right elbow, right knee, left leg propping you up, and twist. And then 6 of the leg taps. Very nice. Shake it out a little bit, get some rest. If you got a sip of water nearby or your coffee or whatever, go ahead and grab a sip, and we're going to do another round. And so 6 of the negative push-ups to your chair. Again, after you get a little sip, a little stretch if you need. Some little circles, keep your shoulders nice and loose. And we'll go back to the push-ups. Yeah, and really just focus on that lower down. And you can stand back up if you need to. You don't need to push back up. Yeah, nice job. And again, try to keep your elbows tracking downward at least a little bit, not strictly outward. Yeah, great job. And then once we've done 6 of these, we'll go back to the side planks. And so again, we'll do 6 of each. The twist and the leg raise. 6 of each. Yeah, 6 twists and then 6 leg raise. And a nice and easy switch to the other side. Very nice, very nice. And we're going to do one more set of this stuff. So take a little break if you need it, and we'll do one more set with the push-ups and the side planks. Oh yeah? Not... Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Bye. So Katie, is there snow at your house or just nearby? Oh. That's so pretty. And yeah, we'll finish this last round of our 6 of everything. And so yeah, after the 6 push-ups, we'll do 6 of our side plank. Can you go to your bed, please? Yes, and 6 leg lifts. Very nice. Yeah, I know. Hard work for our shoulders today. And this will be the last one of the side planks. Yes, very good. Nice job. Yes, lots of shoulder work today. So take a little break. You can have some water, just a little rest, and then we're going to go into the next part. We're done with our strength set. The strength work, we're done with that part. And we'll move into a little bit more conditioning. So we'll kind of just be moving a little bit for the next part, which is going to be 30 seconds of work through different movements. And you can just kind of follow along, and I'll keep track of the time so that you don't need to worry about that part. And so the things that we'll be doing, one is going to be just like marching in place. So we'll march in place for 30 seconds. And then we're going to do this like standing crunch with your hands on your head, and it's gonna be like a side crunch. So you're gonna like crunch to your right and then crunch to your left with your hands on your head. So that's gonna be the second move, and again we'll just be doing that for 30 seconds, doing as many as you feel. And then we're gonna come down into a plank, and we're gonna hold the plank for 30 seconds, and if you need to set your knees down, it's totally fine. You're going to hold in the plank as long as you can for 30 seconds. And then we're going to go into a mountain climber where you're going to pull one knee up to your chest at a time for 30 seconds. No, not yet. And so in the planks and the mountain climbers, at any time you need to set your knees down, you can totally just like set your knees down and take a little break, but just doing the reps as much of the 30 seconds as you want to. And then we'll rest for 1 minute after that. And so it's almost like we'll get like 2 times on the rest. So it'll be like 30 seconds of marching, 30 seconds of the side crunch, 30 seconds plank, 30 seconds mountain climber, and then we'll rest for 1 minute. And we're going to do the whole thing 5 times. We're going to do 5 rounds. And so it'll take 15 minutes. I know, 5 is so mean. We only did 4 rounds last time. You can do it though. Do you want a little longer to rest before we start? No, just want to do it? Okay. Okay, we'll start in 10 seconds. And we're going to start just by marching in place. So this march can be at any pace that you want it to be at. Ready, set, go. So again, just marching in place. Any pace you want. Starting off with a nice easy march. Just nice fall march for 5 more seconds, and we'll go into those side crunches next. The standing. Ready, set, side crunch. So hands on your head and then just squeezing to the side as far as you can. And really trying to keep your hands on your head. 10 more seconds of these. All right, and now we'll go into that plank. And so we'll just try to hold the plank for as long as we can of the 30 seconds. Yes, perfect, very nice. And again, if you need to set your knees down, take a little breather, that's cool, and then pop them up if you can. 10 more seconds of the plank. 3, 2, 1, and now we'll transition into the mountain climbers. So just driving that knee up to your chest. Yes, really good. 15 more seconds and then we get to rest. Three, 2, 1, rest. Great work. So 1 minute to rest and we'll do it again. I'm moving into the house where Kimmy's been living because Kimmy bought a house. That's the real news, the real exciting news. Yeah, Kimmy bought a house in West Seattle. And so she's been living in Mark's house, the Vistarama in Everett house. 30 more seconds to rest. And so it'll be nice because there's a big yard there. It'll be so great space for me and the dogs. It's like Mill Creek, Everett area, right by Everett Mall. 10 seconds. So it's kind of close to I-5 because I do have a lot of stuff in Seattle, so, but it'll be a nice spot to be at. Okay, ready, set, we're marching. Time to march. I know, I got confused too. No more chairs. I got confused. I was like over by the chair ready to go do push-ups, but no more push-ups. I know, sometimes even looking at my notes I get confused. All right, ready, set, hands on your head, side crunch. 1, plank. This is the hard minute now. Yes, very nice. That's a nice strong plank. Hips and shoulders in line, it looks great. We're gonna plank for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, mountain climb. More seconds. That's okay, that's okay. 3, 2, 1, rest. Yeah, the plank, when you're doing the mountain climber, your back will rock around a little bit and your hips might come up a little bit higher, and that's totally cool. Nice job. As you're resting, you can try doing some of these like little circles with your wrist. It can really help. Yeah. You can even like lace your fingers and make like a little figure 8. Sometimes that helps too. It is hard on your wrists. And I mean, you know what, if you think about it, like we all do, you know, our wrist is very small and it's not really meant to do a lot of that stuff. And when we're putting a lot of weight on it, and especially like your hand is at this really sharp angle, it can pinch your wrist. So definitely good to keep stretching them out. Uh-oh, rest time over, time to march. That's okay, we can take a couple extra seconds of rest. No, I think Sherry's still coming. She just was busy, and Leslie will be back. All right, now we'll do our side crunch. Also, if any of your friends want to come, you can invite anybody who you want if you have other friends that you think might want to come. All right, and now we'll go into the plank. We're time to plank. Yeah, we keep asking a couple other people who are saying like, oh yeah, I'll come, or oh, I'm not ready, or I think people are scared of me. I'm scary. Okay, we'll go into the mountain climbers. Ready, set, go. I overheard some kids at a Frisbee camp last year being like, Charlie is terrifying. I'm like, oh, I'm scary, rah. Nice job. Almost done, almost done. 3, 2, 1, rest. Great work. No, I don't take pity on you. And another good stretch could be like pointing your hand down and then kind of pulling your fingers towards you. That can be a good one for your wrist. "30 seconds. I know, I was trying to get my brother Scott to come to our workout, and he's like, with mom? I was like, yeah, it's a good workout. He probably just wouldn't want to be embarrassed for falling behind. All right, 3, 2, march time. This is we've done, yes, this is 4. And then, so we have 2 left. This round and another round. We're almost done. Three, 2, 1. Hands on head, side crunch. Three, 2, 1. Plank. All right, almost done with our plank. 3, 2, 1. Add that mountain climber. Really nice job, really nice job. 15 more seconds. Three, 2. Yeah, that's good. Rest. We'll take some rest and we'll just do. Oh, it's good. It's good. Yeah, just one more. Nope, we're going to stretch. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, grab a sip of water. 30 more seconds. And again, I think there'll be like a moving weeks because Kimmy, I think, closes at the end of November. And we're not going to start our rental there until January 1. So I think we'll have like all of December to kind of make it happen. 10 more seconds. Yeah, I know. It's very exciting for everybody, especially Kimmy getting that house in West Seattle. That's awesome. Okay, ready, set, last round, march. We could just start a nice steady march. Last round, yep. That's good, that's fine. Just keep moving. All right, ready, set, side crunch, hands on your head. Ten more seconds of these. Three, 2, 1. All right, last plank mountain climber minute. And so again, if you need a little break, you can just set your knees down. It's totally fine. Very nice, good job. 10 more seconds of plank. 3, 2, 1. Now the mountain climbers. Last set. $15 more seconds. Again, set your knees down, take a little break if you need to. And then 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, good job. The end. Yeah, catch your breath. Yeah, I know, what the heck? And I'm just gonna show you a nice stretch for like your chest and your shoulders. I promise you it feels good. It might look a little complicated to start, but to get into this stretch, you just start by laying on the ground, kind of how we started. And so you can watch me first, kind of as you're catching your breath. And so your arm's we'll start like on your left side. So you kind of put your left arm out to the side, and then you're gonna roll like your whole body in that direction towards your arm, just until it feels like a stretch. And so what that's gonna do is stretch out like your chest and your shoulder on this side, and you're still kind of like supporting your body with your arm, with your foot. And again, just rolling to a place that feels like a good stretch. And then you could do the same thing on the other side as well, but that might be a nice stretch after this. Yeah, it should kind of feel a stretch. Are you feeling it? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, just hold it for a little bit, just hang out. We're just gonna relax and breathe. We're not gonna try to do like lots of them a million times or anything like that. You can just hang out there for like another 30 seconds, and then I'll just tell you when you can switch to the other side.